So first of all, we've got our first look at Batman in the Flash solo movie coming in 2022. And this Batsuit will be the one belonging to Michael Keaton. We've got a clear image of the Bat emblem that he will be wearing on his chest, and that's definitely the Keaton Bat emblem from Batman Returns. So this could be a hint at which of the two Tim Burton Michael Keaton Batsuits that Batman will be wearing in the Flash solo film. And if it is the return suit, I'm all too happy because in my opinion, that is the better of the two Burton Batsuits. I much prefer that subtle armor plating to the glorified rubber muscles. We also see that there's blood on this Bat emblem. Could be symbolic of something that's happening. Maybe this Batman's gonna die, or maybe this will be the death of Batfleck. We know that Zack Snyder originally intended for Batfleck to die at the end of the Darkseid saga in Justice League Part 3, so maybe they'll be adapting that loosely here. I know, it's ironic considering what I'm talking about today. So, the new costume for Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, has been released in the form of set photos onto Just Jared. Now, I have to be upfront about this. I haven't really been following Shazam Fury of the Gods. This isn't one I've been massively anticipating. I don't know anything about the storyline. All I know is people are excited for Shazam 2. I've seen the first Shazam. I really love that film. I'd say of the DC Extended Universe films that aren't by Zack Snyder, it's my favorite one. It's probably not even close. Okay, Wonder Woman 1, yeah, good movie. I get why people like it, but I prefer Shazam. I had a lot of fun with Shazam, and it did everything it needed to do. It knew what it wanted to be, and yeah, it was consistent, it was enjoyable, it was a lot of fun, had a lot of moments that I really laughed at, a lot of really quotable moments. Yeah, Zachary Levi, a fantastic choice for the role, and I thought the costume looked amazing as well. I barely know a thing about Shazam from the comics, other than that he used to be called Captain Marvel, and then obviously due to Marvel having their own Captain Marvel, they had to change it, or some other stuff, I don't know. But yeah, no, I loved the first movie a lot. I haven't really been following on the second one because I see the first Shazam as kind of the kind of film that doesn't really need a sequel in a way, you know? It feels perfectly standalone, but either way, Fury of the Gods, I'm very intrigued by it, and one thing I didn't take for granted was that there would be a new costume, so when yesterday pictures dropped and this new teaser dropped showing this new costume, I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Because I thought they got it right the first time, but it's not like they got it wrong this time either. Again, it's a different suit, still the same overall design, but it's just a very different style this time around. They've clearly gone for the more textured look, which is more akin to Man of Steel. The emblem on the chest, quite a bit smaller. More shiny, though, I guess. Not such a pale, bright yellow, which I guess looks a little better. Another thing is, there's definitely less of a muscle suit beneath that costume this time around. It's definitely a bit more subtle in that regard. However, they're more chiseled. He's got those chiseled six-pack abs and these chiseled pecs. Not sure what I think about those, because they just look a bit unnatural to me. I had this issue going from, say, Man of Steel to Batman v Superman. Superman's suit changed, and they suddenly made the abs a lot more sculpted on it, and it just looks fake to me. Muscles don't do that, and I can vouch. No, muscles don't do that though. I've seen personal trainers in the streets and stuff. I've seen gymnasts. I know some people at university who are quite skidoosh and know that, your t-shirt's not going to be folding all around your abs and stuff. It just looks silly. This here is at least a little more subtle than what they did with the Superman suits going forward. But I think I much prefer when it looks like the suit is more convincingly over the muscles as opposed to wrapping around it. But that's enough on that. Much more going on with the texture this time. Gotta say, one thing I liked about the Shazam suit in the first film was that it was very clean looking. There was a texture to it, but it was very clean. This one here, I'm not so sure. I think I preferred the texture of the first one. It was cleaner, and I know that people are saying, oh, it fits in better with the other superheroes in the DC Extended Universe, but to be honest, I thought he doesn't need to fit in. The whole thing with Shazam is he doesn't fit in. He's a child among men, that's kind of his whole thing. And I feel like having that very different style of costume definitely gave him more of an identity. But at the same time, it's hard to really complain about this new suit when it is basically the same design, just translated very differently. But it is interesting to see kind of that same design with a different philosophy to it. It's got very much more this pattern going around the chest, and it's much more apparent than it was on the original. It's okay. The smaller logo looks fine, it's balanced, and it's sort of, the outline goes around the lightning bolt a little bit more, so it's a bit more defined. Fine, that's fine by me. It's got those beveled edges as well. It looks cool. It does look cool. I don't know if it's going to light up full of energy or if it's just going to be golden like it appears here, but still, like, it looks solid. So is it an improvement? I can't really say. It's just different in my opinion. I've seen some people commenting saying, where's the cape? They gotta bring back the cape. They'll bring back the cape, don't worry. It's clearly that in this scene, the cape's gonna be doing some fluttering or something, so it's gonna need CGI to help it along, to make it look that bit more comic bookish or something, I don't know, whatever they're using that for, but there's gonna be a reason why he's gonna have CGI there. But like the clasps being rounded, a little bit more prevalent this time around, depending on how the cape wraps around it, but I'm sure he'll have the cape and the hood and everything. Rest easy on that. And I think when we see it completed, I'll be able to say, yeah, okay, maybe that is better. I don't know. I know that people have been saying it looks more comic booky. I'm gonna admit this, right? Again, I'm not really much of a comic buff when it comes to Shazam. But when I saw that first suit, I was like, that's it. That's how Shazam's supposed to look. I saw people complaining about it, saying, oh, he looks too toyish, he looks cheesy, he looks tacky. It's like, do you really like Shazam if you don't like the way that suit looks? Because that just is what Shazam looks like. This new one, I think, will appease those crowds a little more because it looks a bit more mythical, I guess. So, yeah, I guess there's, you know, cases to be made both for and against. It's just a different style to what the first one was, but still, it looks cool. I'll be enthusiastic to know, though, which suit you guys like better. I'm kind of reserving my judgment until we get a better look, but for now, there's some choices I'm questioning, some choices that I think work well, like the smaller logo, and we'll see how it looks when it's all together and when it comes on screen. But I'd be interested to know what you guys think of this Shazam costume, and if anyone can tell me, is Black Adam going to be in Shazam Fury of the Gods? I know that there's a Black Adam movie coming, and it's a solo film, and again, I don't know what Black Adam is like in the comics. All I know is like the anti-Shazam in a way. He's kind of what Venom is to Spider-Man, or what Bizarro is to Superman, I guess. And it's like, yeah, like, the thing is with DC right now, we're getting a lot of solo movies for, like, the villains, or at least, like, between Joker and Black Adam, and there's been, you know, rumors of them doing other DC villain movies. Am I the only one that would just much rather see those villains in the superhero movies? I'd rather have a Shazam movie with Black Adam than a Black Adam movie. I'd rather have a Batman movie with the Joker than a Joker movie. I'd rather have, you know, Batman with Harley Quinn than just a Harley Quinn solo movie. So, like, I'm interested, like, is Black Adam much more of a comic character by his own right? What do you guys think on that? And is he in Fury of the Gods, or will Shazam be in Black Adam? Again, these are not productions that I'm religiously following, but I am pretty enthusiastic about seeing how they translate classic comic book costumes to the aesthetic of the DC Extended Universe anyway. And I think it is something that the DC Extended Universe is quite consistent with, is that these characters often look like their comic counterparts, with exceptions such as Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, but like the new Suicide Squad, for example, going much more comic accurate with their costumes. And like, same can be said for Shazam Fury of the Gods. So yeah, what do you guys think? If you guys want to clue me in on any of that stuff, please feel free in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and in the description below is a link to my social media, as well as a link to my Patreon for if you're feeling extra supportive and extra generous. And a big shout out goes to my two patrons in the $10 tier, Sirius the Skeptic and Marcus Ward. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and as for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.